The Black Moon occupied the Earth, and determined to wipe out all human beings. As time goes by, I'm the only human who survived in the Black Moon of universe. I become the hope of all humans. Now, I'm waiting for the appearance of the Black Moon in this special repository. Hi, I'm Zero. If you can see this video, it means I succeeded. Human is not extinct yet. Here is my story. When I was born, the Black Moon had existed. At that time, the world was full of death. With the arriving of this evil entity, a random spontaneous disappearance comes. Victims will turn into a black solid, affected by the phenomenon. In 4 seconds, person will disappear from the earth. Human live in the shadow of death. The frequency of disappearance is accelerating. Whole population decrease sharply. When I grow up, I joined the SCP Foundation. The sign on my shoulder makes me proud, because SCP Foundation is the only hope to save mankind. One day, the 05 executives found me and told me, the Black Moon over the Earth is just a projection, and the real Black Moon is hiding at the corner of universe. SCP-990 Dream Prophet once told the Foundation, the Black Moon can't be vanished when we observe it. Therefore, in order to observe the Black Moon indirectly, the SCP Foundation made a plan called Does the Black Moon Howl? Dr. Moto made a series of special equipment under the authority of the Foundation. Unfortunately, all the equipment turned out ineffective. With the despairing Dr. Moto's suicide. But before Moto died, he left the only hope of saving mankind. It's a horrible plan, and I was chosen by the Foundation. As the only participant of this project, I was ordered into a device called Only Basement. In this basement, time is static. So I have the ability of immortality. For thousands of years, SCP Foundation launched many advanced aerial vehicles to search for extraterrestrial civilization. After discovering of many alien civilizations destroyed by the Black Moon, the Foundation finally found a survivor. At this time, the power of Black Moon has eliminated the 05 Parliament. The population of Earth is only 10 million. The survivor said, he is a scholar of Black Moon in his original civilization, and he has the ability of mind reading. The Foundation told the scholar about its plan to eliminate the Black Moon. Scholar can't helping question, what is the meaning of such a victory? But he still blessed the Foundation and left with blessing. Soon after, the scholar was wiped out by the Black Moon. In this endless time, human colonies have spread all over the universe. But the howl of the Black Moon is still inevitable. The remaining humans are about to disappear. I'm in Only Basement witnessing what's happened for thousands of years. I'm waiting for an opportunity to come. Now time has finally come to an end. I'm the only human left in the universe. The Foundation knows. This special device can protect me from the Black Moon. But if Black Moon going to destroy the whole human, it must kill me, and its entity must come to take my life in person. The Foundation had set trap in the basement. These traps can humanize any living thing. It can make this god of death who sweep everything, become a human being of flesh and blood. Now the Black Moon has finally come to the basement. This is my final battle. If you can see this video, that means I have saved mankind successfully. I wiped out the Black Moon, but I was also fatally injured. Now I have to finish my last task. I started SCP-2000 to continue human civilization. If you resurrect and live on Earth again, I want to tell. Believe in light? Humans have been existed for 250,000 years. But only the last 4,000 years are meaningful. At ancient time, we used to hide in caves, sit around a small bonfire, fear things we don't know. Those things about how the sun rises. The monsters with human head and bird feathers. Those living stones. We call them God and Devil, and ask them for forgiveness and salvation. After that, their numbers are decreasing. Our population is increasing. However, things can't be explained have not disappeared. We can't live in fear any longer. Nothing protect us. So we have to protect ourselves. When others live in the sun, somebody have to fight in the shadows. So that humans can live in a rational, ordinary world. We secure. We contain. We protect. SCP Foundation found me in the conceptual basement. I forget how many years I've slept. The last thing I remember is that I started SCP-2000, which is the trump in saving humanity. SCP-2000 is located under Yellowstone Park. It is a huge and mysterious ancient facility. This place has incredible, extraordinary capabilities. Even if comes to doomsday, it can bring human civilization back to prosperity. The power of SCP-2000 comes from geothermal generated by volcanic activity. This energy supply mode can ensure SCP-2000 run forever. Inside the SCP-2000, there are a lot of food, construction materials and machinery. The most powerful capability of SCP-2000 is that it has stored all human gene over the past tens of thousands of years. Through internal devices, SCP-2000 can clone any human that once appeared on the Earth, and implant memories related to them. Once XK level event occurs, SCP-2000 will be activated. Then, SCP-2000 will immediately replicate a large number of cloned people. The first generation clone is mainly responsible for the reconstruction of the world. This process will take 50 to 100 years. When the first generation of clones died, the reconstruction of the world is almost done. The second generation of clones will be present immediately, and SCP-2000 will replicate the world's managers. The task of this cloning generation, mainly responsible for history and tree chronology, falsifying astronomical and radiochronological records. Through these actions, SCP-2000 tries to create a false image that history never stopped. When all this work is done, SCP-2000 selects a specific point in time, clone all the humans that exist on Earth at this specific time, and implant a history that has been forged. At the same time, SCP-2000 will release a specific memory erasing agent around the world. All human memories of reconstruction will be completely erased. Human society will continue to operate at this point. It seems nothing has happened for everyone. When I see the troops of Foundation, I know the Foundation's plans succeed. The Black Moon was killed and human civilization continued. But the last words of the Black Moon, before he dead, make me upset. Stupid mortals, my career is just. You will pay for what you did. Darkness will devour the universe. I don't know what these words mean. I don't know why I'm still alive. Why does SCP Foundation still exist on Earth? Isn't all SCP killed by the Black Moon? To this new human civilization, I have too many questions to figure out now. Late at night, a man just finished the party. He is going to take a taxi home. Suddenly, a car is out of control and run into the man at high speed. The man falls with a pool of blood. It's only about 10 seconds. An ambulance arrives at the accident scene. It feels like the ambulance knew it was going to be an accident. Hi, I'm D-Class 0. Today, I am going to talk about SCP-4419. Two men in doctors' uniforms get off the ambulance. They carry a stretcher and come to the man. The doctors lift the man onto the stretcher and fix him. Finally, the man is taken into the ambulance. The whole process takes less than 5 minutes. After that, the ambulance speeds away from the crowd. It disappears into the night. When man's wife is told of the situation, she calls all the local hospitals immediately. To her surprise, all the hospitals say that there is not such an injured man in their own hospital. The man disappears. Until the 7th day, the man is found under a big tree 1 kilometer from the accident site. Although the man does not die, his body is transformed seriously, and his limbs are badly twisted. The man doesn't know. What he met was the terrible SCP-4419. SCP Foundation also calls it an early morning ambulance. The appearance of SCP-4419 is an ordinary ambulance. The model and details will match the type of ambulance in local area. SCP-4419 seems to can predict the accident. The SCP will appear at random in some accident scenes. It only takes dozens of seconds. After arriving, 2 medical staff will come out immediately. SCP Foundation calls them SCP-44191 and SCP-44192. Once the victim is taken inside the ambulance, SCP-4419 will drive off quickly and disappear into the night. Usually after 2 to 7 days, the victim will be sent back to the vicinity of the accident site. But the body will be extremely transformed. Such a transformation should be fatal. But death often doesn't happen. November 23, 1994. A man broke his chin after fighting outside a bar. When he was taken by SCP-4419, the victim's jaw was permanently opened. A glass window was installed in the victim's mouth. A heart can be seen directly through the glass window, and the heart had been repositioned near the throat. January 29, 2003. A couple were seriously injured and fractured in a car accident. When they were sent back by SCP-4419, the couple's backs were completely bonded together. The previously fractured bone had been completely removed. February 15, 2006. An old man had a serious heart attack. When the victim returned, there were 11 other non-functioning hearts in his body. These hearts were jammed between his existing organs. September 19, 2008. A serious fire broke out in a bar. 26 people were severely burned in the accident. When these 26 people were taken away by SCP-4419 and sent back, all of them became a water mass. Anything that touched this water mass would cause the water mass to twitch and tremble. It was like touching a burned person. As the location of SCP-4419 are random, the Foundation has been unable to contain it. Now it may be standing in a corner waiting for an accident to happen. If the next time you call an ambulance, should you pay attention to whether it is SCP-4419?